Hefty's the name, shiny hunting's my game. Gotta catch 'em all, nothing's ever the same. With my trusty football, I'm always on the spree. No shiny can escape, they all come to me. Shiny after shiny, it's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Pallet Town to Johto and beyond, I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've caught 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region, I've conquered the game. Hefty is the king, the one who never quits. Caught 'em twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. I've conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
Everybody, happy Sunday and welcome on in. We are going back to something that I'm actually good at, which is shiny Pokemon hunting. We are going to try and get this Mega Dragonite today, or Dragonite, I should say. Welcome on in, Dragonic, Jerry, Old Nintendo, James the Catboy. Let's get going. And why don't you guys tell me how your Saturday was? Oh my gosh, do we already... Oh, wait, what? I'm confused. It's not hard to do. Old Nintendo, we do have a light goal of 15 at the moment. I was confused there for a second. But, we'll probably be needing one for 50 in a little bit. No shiny on the bottom. Also, let me know if the game music is okay or if it's too loud. Yes, we will be hunting Victory Bell as well. And Marie, what's going on? Good to see you. I don't have the Victory Bell hunt set up yet. It is really loud. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Let's take it down to about here. Let me know if that's better. Already deaf as it is. Someone silly, what's going on? I typically don't have the Switch music on, so I wasn't sure exactly how it would sound. Game audio for the top is still too high? The top one? Top one shouldn't even have sound. How about that? I'm not turning my mic down. That's louder? How is that louder? Makes no sense. That would be why. That would be why. Okay, we're good now. Rolanda and Max, what's going on? Good to see you. But y'all were wrong. That was definitely not louder. And I was not turning down the volume. Y'all are just silly. Just wasn't showing up on my little mixer here. Tell that to my ears. I will tell that to your ear. Actually, I'm not sure who else I would tell that to, Amber. But I will tell your ears that at no point did the volume get louder, nor did my microphone get lower. I'm hunting dragons. Now the audio might be too low. Oh my gosh. Y'all are just driving me crazy. There. Sorry, Miss All Lives. No worries, Rolanda. Yes, Amory, I am on a Switch 1 and Switch 2. The top one is a Switch, the bottom one's a Switch 2. That's why the bottom one is loading a little bit faster. And the blacks are blacker, I've noticed. The darks are darker. Is there no middle ground? No, there is not. I was lowering the Switch 2 audio. I was not touching the Switch 1 audio or the microphone audio. So busy? No worries. It's just very loud and very low. You know what, Amber? You can leave. I'm done with you today. Get out. How was everybody Saturday? What'd you do? What's up, someone silly? No soup for you. I need to lower the volume a bit more. Are you serious? Are you being serious right now? I am about to just flip. Rain, a good morning. My gosh, Rain, you're up early. Or are you still up? It was too low and then went to... I can't with y'all. I can't. Okay, there. That's it. That's the last time I'm changing the volume. Still up. Oh my goodness. Oh, now it's great. Okay, now it's great. Friend was in town for two other friends' birthday party. It was a fun time. Glad to hear it, Jerry. Overwatch has a tendency to make the time fly by. I've heard that. You may be off by 0.12 decibels. Get out of here, OND. 0.12. That's literally a third higher than where I'm at right now. Just stop touching the switches now. Completely stop. Okay, I won't touch the switches anymore. So what do you guys want to do now? I could tell you a story, maybe. Roblox. I need to download a Roblox. Talk about TCG. Let's talk about it. I got the immersive Ho-Oh yesterday, which is awesome. All right, Jerry wants me to touch the switches again. I'm going to listen to Jerry because he's a pretty smart guy. Loops, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. What are you eyeballing, Dragonic? Absolutely no to Roblox. I don't even know how to get a Roblox. I don't even know where I would find one. You have one good idea a week, wait all week to use it right now. Oh, Jerry, I have bad news for you. Today's the first day of the week. Rip the Legend art coming soon and black screen animation. I'm sad I never got that. Finally got around to watching Superman last night. You've been blown away. Awesome. I still gotta watch it. No, it's Sunday. Yes, Sunday is the first day of the week. I look like Lino from Stray Kids. I hope that's a compliment, young Bach. I don't know what that is. But I'm going to assume that's a compliment. Pat your head and rub your tummy. I can't do that. There was a Superman watch party? Do it. What's going on, Gina? Good morning. Thank you for the $1.99. Try it? No. Do what? They want me to pat my head and rub my tummy. But I'm not your dancing monkey. Or I guess in that case, be my. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna go there. Thank you, Gina. Hope you're having a good morning, and congratulations again, Gina, on the Eternatus. I did ask you what to do now. I didn't say that whatever you said I would agree with. Just because I ask for some, ideas doesn't mean I have to agree with all of them. Also, Amber, thank you for the extremely vague text message. Resistance is futile. Get to reciting, Mr. Man. We've only done one though. The goal is 10 super chats. Johto, a Jerry, a member for 9 months. It's a boy. Thanks for being a great friend. Thank you for being a friend, Jerry. Travel up the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend." Oh man, I love Cheers. I am so close to timing you out, Jerry. Plan on getting Roblox. Just be careful for a bit. There's a whole situation going on with Roblox being super family protect. Oh yeah, I have absolutely no interest in Roblox. That was Oh, that's what you're talking about, Amber. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, I know that. Isn't that a Reba song? Oh my gosh, Tina, get out of here. Yes, it's Golden Girls. Yeah, I hope this doesn't disappoint too many of you. As a 45-year-old man, I don't think I'm gonna start playing Roblox. He says as he plays Pokemon. Yeah, it's the Golden Girls theme song. Roblox is stating just I do not require thee to play such a game. I know it was a joke. And I was joking as well. And then I started getting text messages from people about things that I don't know what's going on. Play whatever makes you happy. That's right, Gina. Like Cheryl Crow sang. Never played Roblox. Me either, Dragonic. The first time I heard about Roblox was probably back in like 2013, 2012, 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. I used to play an online game called Marvel Avengers Alliance on the Playdom website. And there was a game chat where you could chat with all the people in your guild. And so I'd be playing my like, Avengers game and fighting battles and being awesome and everything. And there was always this one guy that was in the guild chat. Never talked anything about the game, was always just saying, "Who wants to play Roblox with me? Who wants to play Roblox with me? Who wants to play Roblox with me?" And for like 2 years, that's the only thing I knew about the game, and it was not a good first impression. I'm like, dude, I'm playing Avengers. Why are you coming into Avengers chat box and saying, "Who wants to play Roblox with me?" Minecraft in a different format. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a little bit, a very little bit of some gameplay. I know it's like basically like a billion mini games, um, but not really something um, that I'm too interested in. I'll play Overwatch with you because Eric won't download it. Why won't Eric download it? What's wrong with Eric? It's like going to someone else's chat and start promoting, right? Jerry, you're being a good husband. How Roblox isn't shut down by now is beyond me. Yeah, I haven't looked too much into what's going on. I've just been hearing some stuff about it, and you know, as someone that isn't involved in all that stuff and doesn't play that stuff, I don't really know, or I guess I don't care enough to really delve into it or have uh, any sort of, I guess not opinion, but I just don't know too much about it. You tell me you carry on my matches. I wish you. Never mind. Tell Eric to get off his duff and download it. Do I think the Mega Shine will keep the green? I think it more than likely it will. I hope it won't. What do you guys think of the 3 colors in the thumbnail, by the way, that my good friend Shiny's made for me because I can't make art? Shiny's did that thumbnail. I think he did a good job doing a green version, a blue version, and a pink version. So I'm kind of curious what everyone thinks. Out of those three in the thumbnail, the green, the blue, and the pink, which one did you guys like best? You like the bubblegum dragon. Shiny's did good. Shiny's usually does pretty good when it comes to art. Pink, I think the pink looks pretty nice. But yeah, I guess we'll find out in a couple months whether it'll stay green or not. I mean, there's not really a consistent um, pattern from existing megas that you can base that off of. I mean, look at Garchomp. Garchomp is a completely different color. And then other ones are also different colors. And then other ones are the same color. Also, that sub count went up to 2130. If that was you, please let me know so I can say thank you. We do have a sub count goal for this weekend of 2132. We got so close to it. Yeah, actually, we hit it yesterday, and then we lost it. Merge your favorite color so you're biased. Blue's a good color. Remind you of My Little Pony, the pink one? I could see that. I mean, I don't know what My Little Pony is. I don't know what you're talking about. Shiny Mega Gengar, that's another one. That's another perfect one. Mega Gengar Shiny was completely different color. Good call. Good call, Dragonic. I was trying to think of some others other than Garchomp, and my mind was failing me. Matthew, good morning. Did you get your Eternatus? Pokemon does not play by its own rules. It never has, never will. Coles, what's going on? Good to see you. The rules of Pokemon have more exceptions than the English language. Working on your hobby hack? That sounds fun. Still aren't banning, destroying it. I'm assuming you mean those particular games they're rating as 17 to 18 plus. Because otherwise, I think having Roblox itself be 17 or 18 plus is just sad. Is it bad that you like Mega Victory Bell more than Mega Dragonite? No, no, it's not bad. Everyone is entitled to have their own opinion about things. And however you feel is how you feel. All remote, my goodness, Matthew. But congratulations, 13, 15, 14. That's good, I believe. Slowpoke, what's going on? Good to see you. But yeah, get some rest. You know, finish up your mod duties here for the next 3 hours and then get some rest. Galax, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. It has been. So that 47 out of 47 is now at 47 out of 49. So we're going to be going after the Dragonite, and then we're going to be going after the Victory Bell. And I know how we're going to get the Victory Bell. I just don't have it set up yet. We're going to be doing it in Let's Go Eevee. Okay, the games are being... Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, it's still silly, but it makes more sense than restricting all of Roblox. If I were a parent, here's what I would say. I'm not a parent, but here's what I would say if I was a parent. If Roblox has age-restricted games of like 17 or 18 plus, you are never talking to a single person in any of that game ever. You can play it, but you're not allowed to talk to other people. Diancie, no, the only way Diancie has been available shiny is via a Japanese giveaway from like 2016. Ban your house 100%. Good job, Amber. Copy of Pokemon Y arrived yesterday. Alpha Sapphire will arrive on Tuesday. Should be finished with your X playthrough by Tuesday. Good job, Matthew. Your return to as a 3-star, not complaining. Good job. Congratulations, Slowpoke. I am at rank 7 out of 60. Team Fortress 2 is a safer community than Roblox. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly, Amber. There's all sorts of other games. Of course, I've never been much of an online game player to begin with. Even when the rare occasions where I have played online, I play solo, and I don't talk to anybody. Shiny Diancie does look cool. I do technically have a Shiny Diancie. I did get it off of the internet. It is what I would assume would be a cloned event Diancie from the Japanese mystery gift. I don't count that in my living decks, but I have it, but I don't count it, right? Kind of like how I had a cloned Manaphy, but I didn't count that until I got the Pokemon Home gift Manaphy. You don't care about getting the Charmin Y or Alpha Sapphire? Why? Or Alpha Sapphire? Shiny Mega Diancie looks pretty cool too. You only have one 3DS. Oh, yeah, that's going to cause some issues. Yeah, what about Bank though? Well, yeah, Bank will be helpful for some stuff, but it won't help with the trade evolutions. She looks like a magical girl, right, Gina? Matthew, if that's what's stopping you, I'd be open to having a conversation with you about sending you my my 2DS for a while to help. If that's something you're interested in. Roblox actually lost 12.6 billion in market recently with the lawsuit. Roblox being banned in different countries, states, bad safety issues of child grooming. That's crazy. It's like your fairy prince Mega Audino. Is it? Wait, is Audino? Can Audino be boy or girl, or is it just girl? I can't remember. Is it like Chansey, where it's always female? The blue cheese wedge. What? Yeah, Dragonic, I'm with you. I'm with you. I got invited to a couple of raids on Thursday that we happened to beat, so I managed to get up to rank 7, and that's, I think, as far as I'm going to get. Oh, that's crazy, Slowpoke. Oh, no worries, Matthew. Only matter of teams until you bite the bullet and just get another one so you can dual hunt. Dorian said, does that man need help? Tell Dorian yes. He should come over and help as soon as possible. The Dunny dude, what's going on? Good to see you. If you're in any Eternatus raids, your rank shoots up like crazy. I haven't even seen any. Like, all I've seen are, like, the regular raids. I mean, not that I would ever, like, do one and, you know, have other people participate, but let me see here. Yeah, I have no Eternatus raids near me. I got Charmander, Blastoise, Charizard, Charmander, Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur. So by the time we make it, you'll be over. I'll go long. If he comes here, I'll go long. And the hunt continues. What's going on, Mighty Munchkin? $37,000 Stardust per raid? That's crazy. Do you invites? Do I need invites? No, it's not worth it at this point. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to be able to get Eternatus today. I have to go from rank 7 to rank 60. And unless one Eternatus raid will get me to rank 60, it ain't happening. You're getting redemption? All right, sounds good, Mighty Munchkin. You have 153 poke coins, and you can't join a raid if they haven't raised the price of raid passes. You would join. I'm with you. I feel you, Dragonic. And thank you for the light goal, Dragonic. Are my insides feeling better this week? They are feeling. That's crazy, someone silly. That's one of the benefits of hitting besties and Pogo. You can hop on raid trades through friends. You say that like I'm not besties with a whole bunch of people. Let's see, how many besties do I have? Big Cheese, what's going on? Good to see you. Oops, wrong button. Matthew, I do too, but thank you. Like I was talking about for a while yesterday. I'm not in pain or anything like that. It's just annoying and uncomfortable. Friendship level. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. I have 9 besties. Yeah, you can add me on Pogo. I think it's exclamation point Pogo. Do you want big, mean poison dragon? Dorian, I love you and you're wonderful, but no. I mean, unless you can tell me that if you can tell me that one Eternatus battle will get me to level 60. then I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll just wait 2 years until it becomes available some other way. $14, nice. Probably need to do 5. Yeah, that ain't happening. That's not happening. I'm not spending like $15 to get the Eternatus. And that's assuming that we win all the Eternatus battles. Which, I mean, with Doreen's crew, probably would, but it's still a chance. It's not guaranteed. Yeah, there'll be other chances to get it. I'm just happy that my friends that are super big into Pokemon Go, like Matthew Snyder, Slowpoke, and Gina Bina got it. That's all I cared about. You have one bestie in Pogo? That's more than some people, Rain. Mewtwo, you got your Eternatus? Nice. 35 plus to defeat it comfortably? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would never happen here. I've heard that 8,900 candies and 8,900 XL candies. That I don't even understand how that's possible. Shiny Whalmer and Volbeat and Dynamax Shiny Rookidee? Good job, Slowpoke. What if I said you would have to pay $10 US tax? I would say no. Not interested. You get so many parade. How many parade do you get? Unless it's 890 per raid. I still think it's silly. Forgot how scary Eternatus looks? It's like a big poison skeleton. Over 100 normal? That's not enough. Yeah, someone silly. There's an event going on this weekend where you can get the Eternamax Eternatus. Or I guess just Eternatus. But it's from the Dynamax Adventures. Eternatus is a hand. Okay, Eternamax Eternatus is the hand, yes. Regular Eternatus is a poison skeleton. You got the shiny for free too? Good job. Yeah, Dragonite, the only time I spend money in Pogo is for GoFest. And even that, this year, it didn't feel worth it to me. This year, GoFest kind of wasn't great. They're both, it's a skeleton, Gina. It's literally a skeleton. Now I get Shiny Dialga Palkia Research? No, because I didn't do any of the Dialga or Palkia raids. Hundred points towards the pass for each turn of the battle, so you would need 6 since you're at 7. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Hold on a second here. Do I have it? I bet you I have it in here. Yes, I do. Come on. 1 second, y'all. Just want to share something to Gina, so she knows I'm not crazy. It's important for me that Gina knows I'm not crazy. That is a poison dragon skeleton. It's got arms, a face, a rib cage, a tail. That's a poison dragon skeleton. It's 40 million Stardust. That's crazy. 8,900 Stardust gives you 25 experience. They either did the league for it or did the easy nearby max raids. Okay. Just typed a message out an eternal error. What the heck, James? All right, Gina. Have a great day. Typed a whole paragraph for nothing. I'm sorry. What's up, someone silly? Have a great day. But what's up? Purple cabbage looking Mewtwo. You're so right. Connects. I could see that too, Matthew. Comes a time when there's nothing with powering up Pogo anymore. The only time I ever use Stardust is for the research that says, like, you know, power up a Pokemon 3 times or 10 times or whatever. You know, I was thinking about it, Matthew. I was thinking about me turn the volume up just a teensy tiny bit more. No, get out of here, someone silly. You get right out of here. Finally got your Crown Zamazenta, so you wasted a ton of Stardust on that. Well, congratulations on that, Mewtwo. I still haven't gotten the Crown versions of either one of them. But, so, you know, Matthew, you and Metachamp and other people always have all this great advice for battles going against, like, you know, Giovanni or whatever, and, you know, what are the best Pokemon to use. And I never have any of them. I never have any of the good Pokemon to use. And I never have the right stats or the moves or anything. And so I end up failing like against Giovanni like, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 times. But then I beat Giovanni. And I always do it with like garbage Pokemon that no one would recommend. So in a way, that makes me feel like I'm actually pretty good. That's called coping. Good morning, Shiny Cornholio. Basically, I want to do what you did on Scarlet with your Water Gym Leader team on your Violet save, where you're playing as your original character Kiyoshi. Okay. Make your Kecleon your ace, but it's not in Scarlet and Violet. Ah, that's true. There is no Kecleon. Greninja's too good for rocket battles. I don't even know what my Greninja has. Lucario with Force Palm Power, Up Punch, and Aura Spear. That's 3 moves. That's 3 moves, Matthew. You have no idea how IVs and EVs work. I can help you with that, Tanner. So IVs are inherent numbers that a Pokemon comes with when you catch them, right? So there's 6 main stats. Okay, you got HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. And Purple Murple, thank you for the sub. And so those IVs can range anywhere from 0 to 31. And they're just inherent, you know, just if you just go into the wild and you catch a Pokemon, they're just going to be random numbers. You won't know exactly what they are. There are certain ways in certain games where you can kind of game it so that you can get higher stats. But the good news is in games like Scarlet and Violet, you can easily buy things called, or not, you can't buy them, but you can find bottle caps. And bottle caps and gold bottle caps, if you give them to the person at Montenegro, it's the snow village. He will increase your IVs on your Pokemon stats to 31, which is the highest. So there's that. The higher the IV, obviously, the better the stat. EVs are completely under your control. What EVs do is you can get a total of 512 EVs per Pokemon. And with the max of 255 per stat. So in a if you get all 512 EVs, you can basically max out the EVs on 2 stats and an extra 4 EVs on another stat. And when you defeat Pokemon, each Pokemon will give you a certain number of IVs and a certain stat. So like if you knock out like a Zubat, you'll get 1 speed EV. But then there's also ways around that. You can buy vitamins like protein, iron, carbos, calcium. Those will increase your stats. Wings, Genius wings, um, the other types of wings, they will increase your EVs as well. The protein or the vitamins give you 10 EVs each. The wings give you 1 EV each. So those are ways you can help increase your stats. Lucario is incredibly cheap to unlock second move, 10k dust and 25 candy. Montenevra, thank you, Dragonic. That I was close. You gotta give it to me. I was close. Like try regular Zoroark, but if you want to benefit, or if you want to make your team a normal type team, it would be beneficial. Ghost type team with the Ace being Zoroark. Gains fighting immunity, bug resistance. There you go. Let's see here. Lucario. I do have 30 Lucario candy. What a beautiful thumbnail. Shinies, I told everyone that you made it, and I said thank you to you. Who's your design guy? You are. How do I know what Pokemon give what EVs? There's lots of guides online, Tanner. I mean, even if you just like, here's what I do, is I will look up a Pokemon like on Google and go to like the Bulbapedia page, and in the main section, like at the very top, where it's got like all the like quick stats, it will tell you like which EVs it gives. Like underneath, like like on Bulbapedia, like the picture of the Pokemon, and there's like a box underneath that says like what types it is, um, what the abilities are, and everything. It will also list which IVs it gives. Why are you expecting an offensive joke from Nick? Because it's Nick. You would be right to expect it. Oh, yeah, it is. It's 75. I need 75 candy for a third attack. See, Matthew, I'm not even good enough for your bad advice. I don't mean your advice is bad. I mean it's advice you would give bad people. Did you know that Victory Bell is catchable in Let's Go? I did. In fact, that's how we're going to try and get it. I don't have it set up yet, but yeah, that will be something we will be doing. It's in the grass patch underneath Pallet Town where the Tanglas are. Going to the old 1%? Is that what it is? I'm pretty sure in Pikachu, I've seen at least 1 or 2 shiny Vileplumes in that area. What's going on? You can trade me that shiny? Nah, that's okay. I actually have a full shiny living dex, but what we're doing right now is trying to recatch all the Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions. So it's important that I catch on stream. Mega Victory Bell is silly? It is. I can also do Radar and BDSP. It's on Route 230 in the morning day. Is it really? A Victory Bell? But how you doing, You should say yes and release it on stream. That'd be rude. Come on, shinies. Why do you need a shiny Dragonite? Can't you just catch the Dragonair or Dratini on Legends EA? Well, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get all the Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions before ZA comes out. Weepinbell, okay. I was debating that. Like, there's nothing in the rules that say I can't catch pre-evolutions and evolve them. In fact, that's what we did for the Gen 3 starters and 2 of the Gen 1 starters. but I'd like to try and get the actual Pokemon whenever I can. Is Head Smash 25 or 33 recoil? I'm not sure, Calls. I will look it up for you on Google. Head Smash Pokemon. It's 50%. It's 50% of the damage done. Don't eat Slowpoke's eyeballs. Since you can't do 50, then it'll be 33. What? What do you mean? The animosity. Alright, come on. Where's the shiny? We've already checked 162 of these. How is it not shown yet? I'm confused. Me too, Dragonic. Pokemon move effects have IVs, so you can't really change. You can't really change, and 25 and 33 are the only two recoils. So, okay. So, Coles, I know you're working on your own thing. Are you saying that you're using a database that has all the moves already? I'm confused. Why aren't I hunting in Scarlet and Violet, or is that faster by using sandwiches and Sparkling Power and Shiny Charm? Because it's a little too easy in Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion. In fact, I didn't tell you guys this, but the other day I was going around doing Ting Lu raids, and I noticed there was a Dragonair outbreak in Lake Castaroya. So I just flew over. I didn't even knock any out. I just flew back and forth over Lake Castaroya like 3 times, and then there's a shiny Dragonair. And I was like, that's just too easy. Oh, you have the patience to try and find Zorua? Yeah, so Cole, I guess what I'm confused about is like if you're building it based off of some sort of database that has all the Pokemon moves in there, does it not have Head Smash in there? Only up to Gen 3. Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Now I'm with you. Now I understand. Shiny Dragonites and Violet chilling in the PC. His name is Viridian. That's a good name, you two. What will you do if they release all the megas a week before ZA? It's a good question, Slowpoke. I haven't thought that far ahead. Marathon stream. They technically already have, but it's not official. Yeah, so then it hasn't been released. By definition, technically, it has not been released. Not for a Jumbo or teensy shiny Pokemon. Dragonic, why you gotta make me feel bad? You know that I've always been jealous of all your Jumbo and teensy luck, and I've never had one. It has, but hasn't. No, it has not been released. if it had been released, then there'd be a big video on the Pokemon YouTube page. There'd be a big article on the Pokemon website, but it hasn't. It has not been released. Lost Soul Gamer, you came in here yesterday and said that. I think you went in Chemstream on Friday and said that too. I'm assuming this is either a new meme I'm not aware of, or your name is Tony. Can you please let me know which one it is? I'm always curious where these weird memes come from. Because I'm pretty much convinced that the majority of like viral memes that get passed around in chats, here's how it goes. Someone that has a lot of followers or subscribers says something. And then the people that follow or subscribe to them repeat them everywhere without really understanding what they're saying. They're just saying it because someone they look up to said it. We don't have a Tony in the community. Well, Lost Soul Gamer might be Tony. Bob's your uncle? I don't have an Uncle Bob. Definitely not named Tony, thank God. It's an inside joke, dude. Okay, so let me ask you this. Let's delve into this, all right? Let's get deep in here. It's an inside joke. So I'm assuming it's between you and your buddy Tony. So you're going on the internet telling people that don't know you and don't know Tony that Tony's gay. So I don't quite get what the goal is here. For Tony. Just ban them? Nah, I'm curious. I like to learn things. Just gotta spread the word the name Tony is gay. Oh. Oh, so you're just saying that anyone that's named Tony is gay, and based off the context that you're using, I'm assuming that's supposed to be something that's looked down upon or an insult. Is that what we're doing? We're trying to assign sexuality based off of someone's name that they didn't choose for themselves? Just trying to spread awareness. All right. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I think I understand now. I'm going to start something new. And I'm going to say that anyone with the username of Lost Soul Gamer eats poo. So everyone just start going around everywhere and spread the word that Lost Soul Gamer eats poo. Rival and Fire Red Leaf Green internally isn't blue or Gary, but Terry. That's weird. Harry, I've never heard that. I wonder if that was like a beta name. Do you have to change your username now? No, no, Slowpoke. Please don't change your username. Hope you found your poo. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your poo. That's border class from gold. Okay, I do have a follow-up question. I do have a follow-up question. You're cool, sub. Hey, thanks. I appreciate Lost Soul Gamer. I do have a follow-up question though. Um, where did the bong come from? Whose bong was it? How's a hefty Sunday? It's all right, cheese. Yeah, B-bong, billabong. Bing bong from Pete. Yes, bing bong. Wasn't the guy Inside Out? Hey, Lost Soul Gamer again. Thank you so much for the sub. Canto Bird is based on the story you pick, right? Yes. Okay, that's actually kind of funny, Lost Soul Gamer. That's actually kind of a funny friend story. Um, I don't agree with the whole saying that anyone, named Tony must be gay, but that actually does sound like a pretty funny friend story. I mean, not really appropriate for a Pokemon live stream, but that is like that. If that happened with a friend of mine and I would probably be telling people about that too. Dude from Severance can cast the new Spider-Man movie. No, Loops. Which dude from Severance? Good luck on your shinies. Thank you for it. My Little Tony. Anyone named Brett is going to get shiny Dragonite today. Ooh, that sounds good. Your Audi enjoys mowing. You might not, but your Audi does, Big Cheese. Gay Tony from Grand Theft Auto 4. Which one was 4? The only Grand Theft Autos I ever played were Vice City and San Andreas. Uh, but yeah, Jerry is right. Like, we just try and keep it a little family friendly here. You know, Sunday morning Pokemon stream. When did Hefty reveal my name? I've never really kept it a secret. I just don't really talk about my. I just don't really say my name that often. Oh, Trammell Tillman. Interesting. I wonder who he would be in Spider-Man. Vice City sunk so many hours into. Vice City was so much fun. You actually don't know my name? It's Brett. My name's Brett. You didn't know that, Matthew? Did did we even have a pre-mod interview? You play Shield? Philippines! What's going on? The entire nation of Philippines are here. I am playing Shield on the lower screen right now. Is he gonna play Osborne? Hmm. I mean, he does the politely menacing really well. Radical Bradical, what? He is a really good actor. Loops, have you watched Severance at all? Let's be real, calling someone by their gamer tag is the way to go, right? No, like my nickname's been Hefty for years. Hey, 2133 on the subs. If that was you, please let me know so I can say thank you. Hefty was a nickname I got back in college. And it's just always been Hefty. So like it's not like Hefty's my gamer tag or anything. It's my gamer tag is Hefty because my nickname is Hefty. So I mean other than work, basically everyone just calls me Hefty. Um, so that's just how I decided to be on YouTube. So Yeah, so it's funny, like, if any of you were ever, like, to meet me out in the real world and I'm hanging out with my friends, um, you could be like, "Hey, Hefty," and all my friends would be like, "Oh, they know you." Like, they wouldn't be like, "Why are they calling you Hefty?" That's right, I'd be in danger. Now, Brett's all you get. Lobo Gaming, you absolute legend. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. That's why, I mean, right there, that's an actual license plate from the state of Georgia. That was a vanity license plate I had back in the early 2000s because my nickname was Hefty. But if we called you Hefty 517, would they be like, who's that? No, they would get that because the 517 came from the scroll number in college. In fact, they'd be like, how did they know your scroll number? Your gamer tag is Jelly. Your gamer tag is jealous of who? Gonna give Togepi head smash for the funny? That's pretty cool. Rebecca, what's going on, Rebecca? Time to move the counter over a little bit. After you showing us all how to train your dragon, that's right. Skull and Pokeball know all, we see all, we hear all. That's a nice reference there, Cheese. That's a good seller reference to Skull and Crossbones. Lurking and thinking about cleaning. I constantly think about cleaning. Favorite Pokemon game? I am a huge fan of the Gen 7 games, particularly Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I know a lot of people whine and complain about how much dialogue and cutscenes there are, which is fair. But after you beat the game and you start shiny hunting, it's just absolute glory. What about you, Lost Soul Gamer? What's your favorite Pokemon game? It's about as peak as you get. It's all downhill from here. Pokemon Shuffle on mobile. I don't know if I ever played Shuffle on mobile. Wasn't there a wasn't there a Game Boy Advance or a DS Shuffle at some point? I think I played that. XY, Christian get to catch them all. Nice, good count. I like that. That's a good shout, Lost Soul Gamer. X and Y were fun games. I think they are, in my opinion, just my opinion, unfairly rated in general. I think because there was no third game, because there wasn't a lot of post game, a lot of people don't think they were that great. But I actually really enjoyed them. And I think Matthew's doing his playthrough of X right now, and he's going to start Y next week. I think Matthew's been enjoying it. Talking playthrough, favorite gens, Gen 4, Gen 7 is your favorite for shiny hunting. Yeah, Gen 6 is also really good for shiny hunting as well. 6 and 7, in my opinion, the 3DS era was the pinnacle of shiny hunting. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? Aradu's a Pokemon TCG, always coming in here with an absolute banger of a joke. Did I attend Worlds to play the demo ZA? Lobo Gaming, believe it or not, I did not fly all the way from Podunk, Pennsylvania to California last week for Worlds. That would have been fun, but I did not do it. Did you go? I would have to imagine, Lobo, that as the legend you are, they did give you an invite. X is great. Love to play through. Still have the option of toggling XP share on and off. I forgot there's that option. Yeah. Something similar, but they had such a roster clear almost any event first go is actually top 1,000 in the world at one point. That's crazy, cheese. Chem Nation with the 32 months of membership. So many months, so many more months, Togo. I believe the country of Togo uses the same monthly calendars as the rest of the world can, so I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. You didn't like how easy it is to get shinies on Sun Ultra Moon? You thought it was easy? Okay. I mean, if you're talking about SOS hunts, that I enjoyed that. I mean, the odds were pretty good, 1 in 273, but I liked the strategy that went into setting up those hunts. Other than that, I really did a lot of soft resets. Only 3 people use Megas throughout the entire game. I think you might be right about that. That sounds correct. Yeah, tell Pokemon to host the next Worlds in the middle of Pennsylvania, and then I'll go. You have a shiny Dragonite you can give me? That's okay, Radius. I actually have a couple of shiny Dragonites, but I'm specifically trying to catch this one for the challenge that we're doing of catching all shiny Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions before Legends EA comes out. But I appreciate the offer. We should see more Megas throughout the playthrough? Yeah, I know. For such a big gimmick, it wasn't really important to the story, was it? Or, I mean, I guess maybe it was more important to the story than the playthrough, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anime fan besides Pokemon? I've seen some, not a lot. Back in the day when I was like in high school, I was like I would watch like anime movies. At the time, there weren't a lot of like anime shows for my generation to watch. I've seen some anime shows though. I've watched most of Cowboy Bebop. I watched the first like 160 episodes of One Piece. I watched a little bit of Vinland Saga. Um, Something else I'm forgetting. Was Pokemon out when I was in high school? It was not. It came out when I was in college. You're wearing a Vans shirt. That's very weird. Why is it weird that I'm wearing a Vans shirt when I'm literally wearing Vans shoes like I always do when I'm not at work? I think it's weird, Ken, that you're not wearing a shirt. Akira 25th Anniversary Edition, which turns out was actually Akira 13th Anniversary Edition. But yes, never seen Cowboy Bebop. One Piece just too long. Don't judge anime as anime. Yeah, I agree, Last All Gamer. I started watching One Piece when I started streaming because everyone was talking about it. Everyone was asking me about it. So I started watching One Piece, and I've enjoyed what I've seen, but I also realized that it is more likely that I will die before I get caught up. So once I had that realization, the drive, the urge to continue watching kind of lessened. Yeah, I think I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes of Vinland Saga. I know that there's about to be a huge time jump. Um, I'm like right before that. Outlaw Stars. Oh, I know you've talked about that, Cheese. Outlaw Star. You've told me about that one before. Billy, good morning. Good to see you, my friend. Another one that I started back in the day, probably the first anime series I started watching back in like 98, 99 was Trigun, and I still have never finished it, but I really like Trigun. Tyler Shanks, good to see you, my friend. Played some Grounded, Animal Crossing, Mario Odyssey, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade 2, 3, and X Deluxe Edition. And new Victory Bell Omega. How about it? Honestly, 1 out of 10 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Switch version, I would give it a 6. Switch 2 version, I'd probably give it like a 7.5 or an 8. Picking a favorite or least favorite Pokemon game is kind of like picking a least favorite ice cream. I mean, it's still ice cream at the end of the day. So like, I still like it, but it's probably towards the bottom of the list, down there with Gen 5 for me. Last night you dreamt that you were wearing a checkered Vans and wearing a hoodie with a picture of a checkered Vans on. No way, Cam. That's crazy. Love Pokemon Emerald. Emerald, it's your first Pokemon game? That's awesome. You know, I just played Emerald for the first time a couple years ago. Back when Gen 3 came out, I picked up Ruby and Sapphire, but I never picked up Emerald. Just because I didn't. I was like, I don't want to play another Gen 3 game. At the time, I was like, I don't want to play another Gen 3 game. I just want to wait for Gen 4. So I finally picked up Emerald a couple years ago, specifically A for the collection and B so I could hunt Mew. And I ended up having a lot of fun playing through Emerald. It was a good time. You're close to getting all the games collected. Nice. The only one I still need, actually, is I need to repurchase Pokemon Sapphire. Back in the day, when I had like roommates and stuff, I would like buy both games and I would give one to one of my roommates that like Pokemon too. And, you know, it seemed like a nice gesture, but it was actually really selfish. I was like, you play this, you send me the exclusives, um, just play with me. I bought this for you so that it will benefit me. And then I never like asked for the games back or anything. It was a gift, so I do need to re-buy Sapphire, and then I'll have all the mainline games. Have I tried durian ice cream? I have not. That sounds odd. Why don't I shiny hunt Scarlet and Violet? It's a little too simple. I was just saying a few minutes ago, Caleb. The other day when I was doing some Terra raids, I noticed that there was a Dragonair outbreak in Lake Castoria Lake, and so like I just flew over it, didn't even knock any out. I just flew over Castoria Lake like 3 times, and there was a shiny Dragonair. It seemed a little too easy for something like this. I wanted this to be kind of like fun and epic. I maybe not epic, but I didn't want it to take 5 minutes. I guess I wanted to make a whole stream out of it. Are they complete or a mix? So Matthew, good question. All my all my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games are just the cartridges. I never kept my Game Boy Advance boxes. So those are just cartridges, and I'm fine with that because I did get those custom-made DS size cartridges for the Game Boy Advance games. Everything DS on is complete except some of the games I might not have kept all the inserts. Most of the games I have most, if not all, the inserts, but there are a couple of games where I just have the manual. And then for Soul Silver. For Soul Silver, I do have the big box and the Poké Walker. I'm impressed that you managed to beat the league with a Swampert and a Groudon because your other team members are Trapinch and Swellow. That's actually, I like that team though, Mewtwo. I don't know if it's like competitive, but personally I like it. Fire Red, Sapphire, Leaf Green, Red, and Crystal. Okay, nice. Some of those, particularly Crystal, is going to be rough, but I think some of those other ones won't be too bad. Nice gesture that you could have spot yourself a second console and gotten all the extra games. Yeah, I could have. But yeah. I mean, it was a win-win situation, right? It was mutually beneficial. Selfish and selfless at the same time, exactly. Regidrago was pretty epic. It was. It's difficult to stream Scarlet Violet while shiny hunting. I mean, we've done that. I mean, we did a lot of Scarlet and Violet hunts back when the game first came out. Thankfully, my channel was a lot smaller then because it was a lot more difficult to keep up with chat. We did do some Scarlet and Violet hunts for this challenge, though. We did, in fact, do some. Like there was an event last fall where they had outbreaks for all the pseudo legendaries, so we did those in a weekend. And we did, I think we did Lucario. Yeah, we did Lucario. I got a Lucario outbreak. Just because at the time I think I went a little too heavy into the Sword and Shield. You need Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Pearl, Platinum, Black 2, and White 2. Oof. White 2 was probably the most I've spent on a game. You want them to remake the Poké Walker? You think it's pretty cool? It was pretty cool. Yes, Kevin, I have seen a Mega Victory Bell. It is a silly-looking Pokemon. I think objectively, everyone can say it's a silly-looking Pokemon. Whether or not you like the silly or you don't like the silly is subjective. But I have seen it. It's a pretty entertaining design. You just buy yourself 2 games each release and trade yourself any Pokemon you wanted. I mean, that's what I do nowadays. Like, after I could afford to buy myself multiple consoles. You do not think it is silly? Okay. I guess that's fair. Emerald Coliseum for GameCube or Gale of Darkness. I'm so happy they're releasing Coliseum and Gale of Darkness on. Actually, give me a second, guys. I gotta take this phone call. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. That was a friend of mine who is hurt near 80 years old. He wanted me to come over and help him with his TV today, but he just wanted to. He just called to reschedule. He's not gonna be able to do it today. So he went on for a little bit. So sorry that took so long. All right, let me get caught up on chat. The days of Sword and Shield with me streaming, the days of the Reggie hunting. Oh my gosh, the PTSD, Cornholio. It's disturbing to you. Oh, that's right, Ari. I do remember you and I talking about that the other day. Yeah. It kind of goes along with the lore of all the mega evolutions and how they're actually like in a lot of pain, right? Which is something that you do not like because you are against animals feeling pain, if I remember correctly. Never played Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. I enjoyed them. I wasn't a huge fan of the catch mechanic, but I did like it. I know that some people, like Matthew, did not like the designs, didn't like the animation style, but I did. I thought it was pretty clean. Is Victory Bell an animal? Well, it is in the fact that Pokemon are animals. Here in a short moment, you must humbly request I get the shiny Dwaygo already, and that you raise your voice and games a little. Someone silly. You're silly. You're so silly. Also, it's specific design. Yeah, I know you're not a fan. I was talking about this a little bit yesterday, and I don't want to get too much into it, but I honestly can't believe that there has been a backlash on Mega Victory Bell yet with its design. If because I specifically seen pictures of the face turned upside down, so that the eyes are on the top and then the lips. And all I'm gonna say is, if you look at that and just imagine that the yellow was a different color, there would be a similar outcry to there was against Jinx back in 1999. What's my opinion on the Mystery Dungeon games? You know what? I really like them a lot, Soul Gamer. I lost hundreds of hours on the original Mystery Dungeon games. I tried to like get everybody, like recruit everyone. I never successfully recruited Kecleon. And then I played the other Mystery Dungeon games. I didn't like them as much because the original one was the only one that had like the full decks. And the Mystery Dungeon games after that, I think all of them, up until the remake of Red and Blue, just had a limited decks. But they're a lot of fun. I do like them. Kind of a little bit different game style than I usually play. So I got to thank Pokemon for introducing me to that style. What's my favorite Red and Blue Rescue team? I mean, that's the one I have the most nostalgia and memories for. I also am a fan of. I'm so happy I can say I have it. I'm a fan of Explorers of Sky. I can thank my good friend that I met on YouTube for hooking me up with that. Explorers had the full decks. Did it? I might be misremembering, Ari. Maybe it was just some games after that. Maybe it was it Gates to Infinity, or was it maybe Super Mystery Dungeon? Did those have full dexes? Yeah, I guess I was just misremembering, Ari. Now I have not played the Switch remake. I haven't played that one. Hello, Treasure Town's music in Explorer Sky. I got to be honest with you guys, and this is probably the most embarrassing thing when it comes to Pokemon for me. I hate to talk about this because I feel like everyone gets mad at me. I've never really paid that much attention to the music. Usually, particularly on like the Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, DS, and 3DS eras, I always played on mute because I'd always be like watching TV or something, watching a movie while I play. So like, there's a lot. I mean, obviously, I know all the music by heart from Gen 1, but everything else, like, I never really heard that much of until I started watching streams. It's embarrassing because everyone talks about how good the music is in Pokemon games, and I just haven't had that experience, that knowledge. John Strecker, what's going on? Good to see you. You want to play the Switch remake too? Yeah, one of the channel members here, Gina Bina, and actually Slowpoke, have been playing the remake on Switch a lot, and they get so excited and passionate when they talk about it. It makes me want to pick it up. Gates to Infinity was meh, but its take on the story was so good. I mean, honestly, I don't really remember too much about it. I should replay some of those games. I did start replaying, I think it's Red on NSO. And what I like about that is the rewind feature. I'm totally cheesing it. I'm totally cheating my entire way through it. Whenever I see a Pokemon I haven't recruited yet, um, I just keep rewinding until he has to join the team. I'm such a cheater. Do I remember being Gates to Infinity? Not really. I got to be honest, Ari, I don't really remember much about Gates to Infinity or Super Mystery Dungeon. I remember Red and Blue very well, and I remember the Explorers of games very well. I don't really remember much about Gates to Infinity or. I'll tell you what, like I didn't even realize I had Super Mystery Dungeon until I was moving here. When I was, when I bought the house and I was packing everything up and I was packing up the games and I saw that, I was like, I didn't even realize I had this. The only system you'll ever buy anything digital again is Nintendo. I I'm kind of like when it comes to digital stuff with games, it's kind of like how I am with music. Um, Bands I really like, I will still buy the CDs. Just random music that I find or I like, I'll buy digitally, and it's kind of the same with games. Like I'll always buy Pokemon games physical. I'll always buy Zelda games physical. I'll always buy Mario games physical. But then, like I've bought the digital versions of like Kirby or the other game. But like franchises I really like, I always try and buy physical. I'm sorry, I just mean I want to tell you about the end of Gates and DM, but no, Ari, please do, because honestly, I'm not sure when, if ever, I'll replay it. It will probably be so long until I replay it that by the time I do, I will forget the DM that you sent me. You had a PSN account for 8 years and got banned. Oh my gosh, that would stink. Final Fantasy fans, Lost Soul, I liked Final Fantasy 1 through 10 too. After that, it never really got to the same heights for me personally. 11 was the MMORPG, which I bought and played for like a weekend and was angry. 12 I bought and played, and it was just too newfangled for me. And 13 I bought and got fairly decently into, but it wasn't the same for me. I'm so much like an old school like turn-based battling that the active time stuff, which I know a lot of people do enjoy, and that's fine. But for me, the active time kind of took away a little bit of the fun for me. But yeah, all the yeah, like the first 10 games I really liked a lot, and 10 too. Combat system for 13 was complete off course for Final Fantasy. Yeah, I couldn't get used to it. I tried a couple times with the newer games. I just couldn't get into it. And what are they on now? I know 14 came out. I never picked up 14. I want to say 15's out. 16's out. Holy smokes. Okay, yeah, so I'm very far behind. I did play the 7 remake, or at least the first part, which I actually did enjoy. I just hate how they did it. I hate that they released the 7 remake, which was only like the first third of the game on the PS4, and then they released the second part and it's only on PS5. 17, holy smokes, 17 was good though. All right, we're gonna take this up to 325-ish, and then we're gonna open up some packs. '17 still reminds you of 15 though, too similar. Well, that wouldn't be an issue for me, obviously, because I haven't played 15. Let's do it on the Switch too, because that's faster. Oh, Ari, I do remember that. That just triggered a memory, Ari. I do remember what you just sent me. All right, no shiny yet. Let's take a little break from the hunt and open up some packs. We're gonna open up some Lugia packs because yesterday we got the immersive Ho-Oh, so that's awesome. But we're just gonna open up a couple packs here, and then we're gonna play our Guess the Plush and Guess the Marvel superhero games. So I'll see you over there. Strict turn-based combat. Didn't even like the timer gauge for each turn. I'm with you, Ari. I like limit breaks. That was about as crazy as I got. All right, here we go. We're going to open up 2 packs of Lugia. Let's see if we can get the Lugia immersive. How crazy would that be? Let's give it a spin for good luck. Why do we cut the 6-pack rings before throwing them away? So that we don't choke the turtles. Heatmore. Pineco. Slowpoke. Hey, I know someone named Slowpoke. Quilava. And Foretress. Blah. And here we go, second pack. Let's give it a better spin for good luck. Slowpoke card's adorable. It really is. Thank you so much for that. Hashtag tell me you lived through the 90s without telling me you did. Oh, yeah. We're going to do a backwards pack. A squirt bottle. Magikarp. Elemental Switch. Whooper. Cyndaquil. No new cards. Yeah, Last Soul Gamer. It's a free app. TCG Pocket came out last, I want to say October, and you get to open up 2 packs for free each day. I mean, obviously you can spend money to open more packs, but I try not to do that. But I blame Jerry for that. Come on, Jerry. Okay, let's get back to the hunt. While you guys play Guess the Plush, this is the part of the stream where you guess the plush. When did we get to 2134 on the sub count? Did I notice that? We've gotten quite a few new subs today. If you sub today, and I haven't said thank you, please let me know so I can say thank you. Yeah, it's like an online collectible. Exactly, Lessel. It's just digital packs of Pokemon cards that you can collect, you can battle. It's just a digital version of a game. It's not Yamper, not Chikorita, not Spheal, not Rowlet, not what the heck. That's a weird Pokemon. Not Lillipup. I thought earlier of a clue for this one. I think we're going to kind of break the mold. Typically, I either tell you the type or the generation. I have a different clue for this one. It's not Paddington. It's not Aggron, not Lily, not Giratina. It's not Meloetta. Not Absol. I would like an Absol, though. Not Greninja, not Slowpoke, not Dragonite, not Pikachu. I need to get a Slowpoke. Is Slowpoke sold out at the store? It probably is. Not Dratini, not Dragonair. Not Stuffle, not Cubone. I think you guys need a clue. Here's your clue. This Pokemon's ears are larger than its eyes. Not Alolan Rat, not Skiddo. Also, Jerry, that was a really, really subtle double guess there. You're a tricky person. That could have been Alolan Rattata or Alolan Raticate. You did 2 guesses at once. You cheated. Not Skiddo, not Baneri, not Nidoran, not Noibat. Not Hydreigon. Not Noivern. That is almost everything. What are you talking about, Mewtwo? What are you talking about? It's unusual for ears to be larger than eyes, right? Not Zubat. I see what you did there, Airy. Not Mega Dragonite, not Flapple. Not Noivern. I forget. I forget how this ended up. What's the deal with Alpha Zubat in Legends EA? Does it have the red eyes or not? I can't remember. Not Qfant, not Baneri, not Diggersby. This Pokemon also has a tail. Its ears are bigger than its eyes, and it has a tail. A red eye. Okay, it does have the red eyes, the place where it's supposed to have eyes. Okay. Not Diggersby, not Megazard. Not Victini. Like a tail to tell? No, like a tail to bum. Not Ambipom. Not Apom. Mewtwo, you are very close though. Mewtwo is the closest anyone's been so far. Yo, got a tail I can bum? Ari, you're funny. Not Passimian, not Primeape, not Riolu. You can't think no more, but you're so close, Mewtwo. Not Zarude. You guys are on the right track. You're on the right path. Dominic, what's going on? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great rest of your Saturday. Not Centret. Not Loudred. Jerry's getting further and further away. Not Whismur. Jerry's got no idea what's happening right now. Not Zaishimi, Escarada, Lola, Ninetales, Primarina, Gardevoir, Giratina, Sylveon. Is that like your favorite team, Ari? That sounds like a very airy team. Raymond from Everybody Loves Raymond. Loops, you are correct. What are ears? These things. Not Baneri, not Bunnelby. You guys are getting further and further away. Mewtwo was like right there. Right up against it. And now you guys are just running in the opposite direction. This Pokemon has ears that are larger than its eyes. It has a tail. And it's got a little bloop on its head. And you know what? Yes, and it has hands. I will tell you that, Jerry. It does have hands. Not Loudred, not Squirvet, not Spindet, not Slowking. Not Victini. Can it throw hands? Yes, it can throw hands. One might even say that once it evolves, it becomes a fighting type. Not Pichu, not Lopunny, not Ampharos. Sir Ralph McCutts, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Unless you meant like it actually throws hands. Which, I mean, I guess it could, but I think that's a little too disturbing for Pokemon. Not Poliwhirl, not Bunnelby, not Pancham. Is this a Pokemon? It is. It's not Jerry Springer. Here's another fun fact. In the Greek Team Toon parody movie, they also had a crossover with Gunsmith Cats. Rally Vincent pulled up in her Mustang. Oh my gosh. What's the clue? Okay, Sir Ralph, I've given a lot of clues and no one's gotten it yet. Maybe you can get it, Sir Ralph. This Pokemon's ears are larger than its eyes. It has a tail, it has hands, it's got a little bloop on its head, and it evolves into a fighting type. Not a Molga, not Wynot, not Stuffle, not Azumarill, not Baneri. None of you are naming Pokemon that have bloops on their head. Not Poliwag. Poliwag has no bloop on its head. The Mustang could somehow also talk in that one as well. That's crazy. Not Beware. The little legendary from Isle of Armor? Nope. Not Panseer. Sir Ralph, you're very close though. You're very, very close. Sir Ralph is now closer than Mewtwo was. So extremely close, Sir Ralph. I knew that you'd do well. She has bloops on her head. Who does? Who are you to judge Pokemon bloops? I mean, that's fair. Not Dratini, not Panpour, not Pansage, not Simisear, not Pansage, not Simisage. The monkey with the big hands. I mean, I wouldn't call them big hands. But Slowpoke got it. It is Chimchar. Chimchar has ears bigger than its eyes. It has a tail. It has hands. And it's got a little bloop on its head. It's Chimchar. I can't believe you guys didn't get that. Good job, Slowpoke. Welcome back, Dragonic. Wait, the monkey with the butt hands. Loops, I need you to explain which one was the monkey with the butt hands. You were close because you said a fire monkey. Exactly. Is that a tail or its bum? Well, I think we all learned from Chem Nation's thumbnails that Chimchar has a tail. We clearly don't have the same definition of you're so close when it comes to a whole it's a whole different gen, but it was a fire monkey. It was a fire monkey that's so close. Alistair got quickly annoyed by both the Mustang and Geno. I never said it was close in the Pokedex. Ambipom was a monkey. Oh, that's who you're guessing. Okay, yeah, and Mewtwo guessed Apom and Ambipom. That's why I said Mewtwo was close. You know what else is close to Gen 5 Fire Monkey? The Gen 5 Water and Grass Monkeys. But I never said it was the same gen. I never said it was the same gen. You're so pissed. Guys, I am going to be in so much trouble after stream. I am going to get a phone call, and I'm just going to be getting yelled at for hours with me just saying, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, my bad, I'm sorry. I never said it was the same type. I never did say it was the same type. Never did. Do I have Switch 2? I do, Caleb. In fact, the bottom screen, the second one down, is actually the Switch 2. I'm going to have a big bag of bloops on purpose. Here's the thing. I thought, if anything, Aerie would be upset about the ambiguity of what a head bloop is. She's not even upset about the head bloop. She's upset that I didn't keep in the same generation. Whenever Gino said something, his headlights pop up. That's crazy. You may have to write an entire email about this. Yeah, send it to the complaints department. I know Aerie secretly is still my friend, even though she won't admit it. I'm saying your reasoning. I never said it was the same gen as done because I also didn't say it was the same type. Yeah, I didn't say it was the same type. Doesn't mean it wasn't. I just never said it was. Your mind was Gen 2 or Gen 4 monkey with a mark on its forehead. I mean, you were close-ish. What did I walk into? I'm in big trouble with Aerie, and I'm gonna have to send a basket of fruit pies and Labubu's to Aerie to have her forgive me. That is so many Mimikyus. She is pissed, y'all. Alice, what's going on? Good to see you. Is that where Jerry works? Yes, that is where Jerry works. Might be the last hefty stream ever. It could be. You heard most of it? What's going on, Alice? How are you? How have you been? Okay, next weekend we will go back to the classic, here is the generation, here is the type. I thought I'd branch out. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made. Landon, what's up, buddy? Are you still looking for the Azelf? Is something interesting going on? On my channel, probably not, Alice, but we are looking for the shiny Dragonite so that we have a shiny Dragonite ready to Mega Evolve. Let's go back to that. I'm sorry, Ari. This is what happens when I try new things. It always bites me in the butt. So questioning your choice for manager of the complaint department? Well, when you're picking a manager for the complaint department, you pick the person that has the most complaints, right? Isn't that how it works? Sadly, yes. Oh no, you also watched the stream yesterday after you got home from work. I'm sorry about both those things. I'm sorry you're still working on the Azalf. I'm sorry that you had to see me completely beef it on the Nuzlocke yesterday. Sir Ralph, you better watch yourself. You're gonna get in trouble for saying things like that. Get yelled out by Ari or redo Regitato. I would feel more comfortable rehunting for Regidrago than having Ari be mad at me. Yeah, Slowpoke. I completely screwed up yesterday. I was just spamming the A button through dialogue and realized too late that I had agreed to start the Island Kahuna battle, which I did not want to do. I had planned to do a lot of training beforehand, but whoops, I was in the Island Kahuna battle, and we biffed it big time. Especially because the Island Kahuna focuses on rock type Pokemon, and my team at the time, and part of the reason why I really wanted to switch up the team and train, had nothing against rock. Nothing. I was literally throwing out Firebirds using um, what's the fire move that increases your speed? Flame charge. Is it flame charge? I had a Fletchinder using flame charge against a Lycanroc. That's the position we were in. He just got struck by lightning, Tears of the Kingdom, and it was completely RNG lightning. Oh, what the heck, Tyler? That's not fair. Yeah, I had what, three flying types? No, two flying types? No, three. Okay, I had a bug flying, a fire flying, a poison flying, a bug electric, and Zoroark against the rock types. And Zoroark got took out by Anorith because it used Bug Buzz on me. If Lorantis didn't kill her ground and water type, exactly. I was thinking about that Mewtwo. If we still had Brion, that would have been like the easiest battle ever. Oh, nice, Tyler. Congrats on surviving. Yeah, I wanted to take some time and and we had Magikarp. We had Magikarp with Tackle at level 20. Yeah, I wanted to switch up the team somewhat and do some training. I wanted to get Magikarp uh, into Gyarados. I wanted to level up Phantump. I wanted to level up Stuffle. Yeah, we had Stuffle too. How many Pokemon do we have on a team? 12? Wanted to level up Stuffle as well because, fighting was helpful. But it just did not work out well for us. Fell the same reason he fell the first time. We were distracting him. That's right. That's right. It's all your fault, not my fault. No, it was my fault. It was total muscle memory. I was just spamming A. I honestly didn't think that was where we did the island. I couldn't remember that was where we did the Island Kahuna battle. For some reason, I thought it was in the city. But I did make an executive decision last night. Before we start the next Nuzlocke stream, I am going to off-screen play the game up until the point where we get the starter. Second fail, Dragonic. Second fail. So the next time we do it, we're going to start the third attempt. Give me a Lola professional after this. You know, the sad thing was, the humbling thing, Ari, was I already thought I was an Alola professional. And now I'm learning, no, that is not what I am. That's not the thing that I can claim. Jitnapat, what's up? Am I saying that right? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You're just flying your hoverbike Zonai device away from the Zelda Notes voice memory to go get another, and it struck right on your Zonai device as it fell into the water. Thankfully it floats. That's good. What ended the run? It was, what's her name? Is it Jasmine? The rock type island kahuna for the second island. I didn't realize we were starting the island kahuna battle. I thought we were just talking. I have my master's, now I'm working my doctorate. There we go. I like that, Ari. I like the way you put that. Thank you for the 616 views. We are in the official Marvel Universe now. Favorite professor? I gotta go with Oak, man. I mean, Oak's just classic. I bet people thought I was gonna say Kukui, but I gotta be honest. A professor that doesn't wear a shirt and just walks into your house, like this, actually rings the doorbell, and then before you can answer the door, walks into your house shirtless. It's kind of weird. Ooh, Razzy's playing some Arceus. Alolan Oak, Samson Oak. Kukui is your favorite, Landon? I don't know, man. He gave me a bad first impression. Olivia. Okay, it was Olivia. Thank you. Yes, Olivia. You're right. You're right. I'm bad. You didn't like Pokemon Legends? I liked it. It was a very unique game. I will say this, and this is my personal opinion. I really enjoyed the playthrough. It didn't have as much replayability for me as other Pokemon games have had. Thought the director for the Scarlet and Violet was funny. I could see that. Oh, in the anime, Samson Oak's really funny. I haven't watched. Yeah, Clavel, director Clavel. I liked how he tried to be like, one of the youths. You didn't get past 20 minutes. Oh, dang. No, I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was definitely a different type of game. I enjoyed it, but like I said, I didn't really have much replayability for me personally. And part of that might be, honestly, the Pokeballs. I try and catch all my shiny Pokemon in Premier Balls. So since Legends Arceus didn't have Premier Balls, even the shinies I did catch in that game, I've tried my best to rehunt in Scarlet and Violet so I can get them in Premier Balls. You guys did it again. I don't know what's going on with my chat. It seems to only happen to my chat. It seems to only happen with the, like, when a certain, like, it's always after we hit the 25 likes. You guys never give me a like goal after we hit 25. Until I look and I realize we're already at 35 likes. So thank you guys so much for all the likes. But y'all gotta step it up and reminding me when we need new like goals. Can we get a like goal for 45, please? Gen 9 might be in ZA because of the King Gambit statue. I didn't see the King Gambit statue. Like goal 45. Thank you so much, Landon. Slowpoke didn't really understand the assignment, but that's okay. We still like Slowpoke. Was that in the where did the King Gambit statue show up? Was that like in uh the gameplay from Worlds last weekend? I only watched one gameplay video from Worlds. And I'm not going to say who it was because if I insult them, it's like insulting Taylor Swift. Like I'll just never recover. But the person whose gameplay footage I watched, I got very frustrated that they spent like the first like 3 minutes just looking at the map. Literally looking at the map for the first 3 out of 10 minutes. I'm like, come on, play the game. It's in the trailer. I didn't notice that. You need audio tone set to 200 plus, 200% volume plus. What? Yeah, I have a feeling you'd know cheese. Wasn't that frustrating? It's like, hey, that's the 4th time you've hovered over that town or that store. That's the 4th time you've hovered over the icon for that store. Get out of the map and play the game. Saw the Olivia battle? That hurt? Yeah. It's in the dude hideout with the weird mustaches. That is a sentence I never thought I would say out loud. Just saw the Olivia battle? That hurt? Oh, it hurt bad. Mewtwo, did you like how halfway through I gave up? You can like literally see the change in my face when I said, well, I don't care anymore. I'm the first to show this. I'm the first to waste 3 minutes looking at a map. He didn't even get to finish the gameplay. He literally got kicked off the machine. Like, he wasn't even done yet, but they're like, you got to move on. Your 10 minutes are up. Got kicked off the machine. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to name names because I am not big enough to survive that backlash. Old Hefty would have said, but Aries scared him. Just know it's someone we all know who like Hefty loves spreadsheets. I will say he does do a good job with his spreadsheets. I will applaud him for his spreadsheet work. I have been impressed by those in the past. I will say this. This is a positive thing I'll say about that video. He did ask some very good, pointed questions. Like he was asking about the evolution stones and how to get them, and confirmed that the boss, like the mega evolution boss battles, when you beat that battle, you'll get that stone. But then the other stones you'll actually craft. That was, I mean, that was information that we probably would not have gotten otherwise. You know who it is? You know who I'm talking about, Slowpoke. I can't be the only one that was watching that video and was like, come on, bro, get off the map. Dragonic, I'll put it this way. If you look up ZA gameplay footage, I guarantee they would be like one of the very, very first results and probably has the most views. You skipped the map part, see? Love how you akin him to Swifty. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that's not an apt metaphor, Big Cheese. And I can tell you how apt it is. That sub count went down by 1. That's probably one of his fans. Scribble, what's going on? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. You giggled vastly. A vast giggle. Scribble. It was Thursday night. I watched Final Destination Bloodlines. And I enjoyed it. It was silly entertainment. I thought it was a lot of fun. Time been a while since we had Final Destination films. See what Tony Todd was pretty sad. Yeah, they did a nice job with that. I like that. I also liked. I don't want to say too much because I know it's new on streaming. So if people haven't seen it, I don't want to get spoilery. I like how they. I typically don't like it, particularly in horror movies, when they explain the unexplainable. That said, I like the reveal with Tony Todd's character. I like what they did with that. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of clever. I like how they wrapped that question up. I never watched Final Destination. You probably should. Me too. They're very gory films, but I wouldn't consider them scary films. If you're good with gore, they're pretty entertaining. Particularly, and this is one of the things I did like about watching Final Destination Bloodlines, because it had been so long since I've seen a Final Destination movie for the first time. I was able to experience one of the best things about that franchise is the anticipation and the guessing of like, okay, you know something's coming, and so you're trying to figure out how this Rube Goldberg machine is going to work. What is it that's going to happen? That was a lot of fun. You're not good with horror-ish movies? Yeah, if you're not good with blood and gore, probably not for you. Yes, Landon, I do have the shiny charm on both of the games. So one in 1365. You know what I would do, Mewtwo, if you actually are kind of curious? I would start with the very first Final Destination. By its nature as a franchise, every movie tries to top the previous one. So the first one's actually fairly tame. I'm actually trying to think of any like extremely graphic violence in the first one, and like extremely graphic, I can't really think of any. And so I would, if you're curious, try that one out. And if that's too much for you, I just wouldn't bother with any others. Bulba King, what's going on? Good to see you. Just skip 3, it's bad. No, you can't. You got to watch all of them. Come on now. Come on. I mean, none of them are good. Let's be honest. They're all fun. But I mean, I will give it to you, Bulba King. Final Destination 3, like they didn't even bother with characterization. I can't even tell you any of the names. It was just like, all right, here's this person that you're going to immediately hate so that you won't mind when they die. That was their form of characterization in Final Destination 3. Yeah, that was pretty good, Bulba King. I like that. Final Destination 2 was a classic. The highway scene was amazing. Yeah, I also liked in the new one all the little Easter eggs, the little subtle callbacks to the previous movies. Those movies ruin things for people of your generation. What, like driving behind logging trucks? That's true. Or enjoying NASCAR. Um, yes, because enjoying NASCAR was something that I used to have. Glass ceilings at airports, tanning beds. Oh my gosh, the tanning bed one was crazy. You know, let's be honest though. There's some deaths in the Final Destination franchise that it wasn't so much, oh man, death got them good, as much as it was, oh man, these people are idiots. Escalators, right? Yeah, like the tanning bed one, that wasn't so much like, oh, you got tricked. It was you're just a moron. That whole series wasn't Death putting his finger on the scale. It was a series of unfortunate events as played out by a winner of a Darwin Award. Yeah, Mewtwo. There's a scene in Final Destination. Was that 3? Was that 3 or was it 4? It was 3. It was 3. There's a scene in Final Destination 3 where some people have an unfortunate uh, visit to the tanning salon. You're at rank 90 for the Eternatus Pass. You got a lot of candy for it. Still need 2,000 candy for level 40. Slowpoke, I believe in you. If there's anyone I believe in, it's you. And thank you to the new sub. Appreciate you. There's also a tanning salon incident in Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo. Kirk! 2 days in a row? I don't even believe it. Good to see you, my friend. I never saw the second one. I saw the first one. I never saw European Gigolo. Is it worth watching? You got 1 hour left. I believe in you, Slowpoke. Lil Kim was in European Gigolo? Oh my gosh. It's no Biodome. Biodome was a silly movie. I have a guilty pleasure spot in my heart for Pauly Shore movies. Do I think any of them are good other than Encino Man? No, they're all terrible. Do I enjoy them? Yes. You too. That's really nice of you. 1353 for Dragonite? I'd be good with that. I mean, it won't happen until the next stream or the stream after that, but I'd be good with it. Son-in-Law was good. Son-in-Law was a guilty pleasure. Son-in-Law was a movie that happened and I watched a couple times. Gigolo sounds like what someone would call your Lou. Oh, we call you. I don't know if you're a gigolo. I hope you're not. Yeah, Pauly Shore in the Goofy movie. That was a nice typecasting there. I remember when that movie came out. Like I was not sure for a couple years whether it actually was Pauly Shore or someone that was doing an impression of Pauly Shore. And then one day when I was like 15 or 16 years old, it dawned on me, why don't I check the credits? Hunting for your shiny living decks in home. You don't know how you're going to get Palafin since you need a second copy of Scarlet Violet. Gage, do you have Nintendo Switch Online? So, oh, thank you for the new sub. No, you don't. Okay, yeah, that is unfortunate. I don't like that. It's I personally have a problem with Nintendo locking things behind a paid internet service. So no, I don't like that Palafin can only evolve if it's in, if it levels up in a union circle. That's a big dum dum for me. I like that Son-in-Law movie starring Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro. Ah, Meet the Parents. Back in my day, we didn't have IMDb. We didn't. Why don't you have the shiny yet? What's taking so long? Sax. I don't know, man. I don't know why this is taking so long. I can't believe it's been almost 500 checks and it still hasn't shown. How you doing, Sax? Good to see you 2 days in a row. You used to watch the credits only because you want to see how many people had your name. You narcissistic little so-and-so, Mewtwo. My guess is you were unsuccessful until the first Pokemon movie came out. Back in my day, we didn't have Rotten Tomatoes. We just wrote on napkin to say if we liked it or not. That's right. We just wrote on napkin and then threw it in the napkin box. A little under the weather. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Sax. I'm sorry to hear that. You got to go. All right, Mighty Munchkin. Thank you for being here. We're actually going to be taking off here soon, too, guys. I've been doing my best, but I am starting to feel kind of uncomfortable. We're going to take this to 500, but I appreciate everyone hanging out with me today. Stream has honestly performed better than I expected it to, so that's pretty awesome. We need Green Boy by 500. I'd love to see it. We also will be going for the Victory Bell in Let's Go Eevee. I just gotta get that hunt set up. And the next time we do attempt the Ultra Sun Nuzlocke, I will off stream get to play the game until we can pick the starter. That way we can cut down on some of the cutscenes. In fact, I might just make a save state of that. I think I'll do that. Once we get there, I'm going to save that as a separate save state. That's a smart thing that I just now realized that I should have realized a while ago. Oh my gosh! Ari, are you still out there? I just realized something, Ari. Ari yelled at me so good after the Guess the Plush, we never ended up playing Guess the Marvel. Anybody want to guess the Marvel superhero? The Thing, not The Thing. Guess the Marble. Yes, guess the Marble, Scrobo. Not Pepper X. You have a riddle. Friend said to you, let's see if you can get required age to work is 14, you're 12. How am I able to work? It's very simple. Not Iron Man. Not Daredevil. Required age to work is 14, I'm 12. How am I able to work? Your birthday's on Leap Day? Yes, I got the Shiny Wo-Chien and Chien Pao and Scarlet and Violet. Not Captain America, not X-Men, not Fantastic Four, not Deadpool, not Spider-Man. Not the Hulk. Not Thier. The answer is he's 14. He just lied about his age. Oh my gosh. I didn't know there'd be trickery. Not J. Jonah Jameson, not Silver Surfer. But I will give it to Big Cheese. I was teasing him. He put Thier. I know that he meant Thor. It is, in fact, the mighty Thor. The God of Thunder. This is Thor Volume 1. All the Thor comics from 1962 to 1964. We got Thor on the cover here going up against the Cobra and Mr. Hyde, swinging his hammer. Here's Thor's first appearance. See, battles the Stone Men from Saturn. There was a lot of weird stories in early 1960s. His first issue, Thor battles the Stone Men from Saturn. In the second issue, where is this? I wonder if they name drop a country. They don't. But in the second issue, Thor fights communists. As one typically does. Who's the god of lightning? Thunder is just sound, so Thor should actually harness sound. That's a good point, Kirk. In his first appearance, here is Loki. Everybody loves Loki. Look at how awesome he looked back then. He looked so awesome, he went through a wardrobe change from the cover to page 1. See here, what else we got? We got, I think 103 I wanted to show. Yeah, 103, first appearance of the Enchantress and the Executioner. Executioner was in Thor Ragnarok, played by Carl Urban. And Mino, what's going on? Good to see you. And this was pretty awesome. In the last issue in this book, Thor versus Magneto. How cool is that? And there's the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants behind them. Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Mastermind. It's pretty cool. Chris Hemsworth has a new TV show on history or something. You're like, this show isn't relatable. He's Thor. He should be able to do things without struggle. Is that the National Geographic show? You're almost done with Peaky Blinders. I still need to catch up on that area. I'm still in season 3. Yeah, I heard that's a pretty decent show, actually, Cheese. I haven't watched it, but I heard that's a pretty... He does a good job with that, from what I hear. Nothing there, and... Nothing there. Let's do one more reset. And while this is resetting, I have some thank yous to make. Again, sorry guys, I am ending early. I'm starting to get really uncomfortable with my downstairs. Gina, thank you for the $1.99. Jerry for the 9 months, and Kim for the 32 months. Thank you all for hanging out again. I appreciate it. This stream was a lot better than I thought it was going to be performance-wise, so thank you. But we will be back next time. Jake, good luck on the Articuno and final boss. It's really nice of you to say, Adam plays, welcome in, but come on, man. You got a better timing. I'm just getting ready to end. But guys, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. I'll see you on the next one. Take care and bye-bye.